Most reviews on ArcticBlast tell you what it's supposed to do. I wanted to know what it actually does, so I put it through the matrix, broke down the mechanism, checked the ingredients, looked at what real users are reporting. This is the review matrix. Here's what I found. Here's what's actually going on with occasional, stubborn joint and muscle discomfort. Most people dealing with it aren't failing because they haven't tried. They're failing because the things they've tried only address surface-level distraction, not the real reason it keeps coming back. That quiet frustration of doing everything right, buying the hyped-up supplements, and still feeling stuck while everyone else seems to be progressing effortlessly. That's the gap ArcticBlast is designed for. When I broke down how ArcticBlast actually works, it targets transient pain receptor desensitization directly, not just basic topical masking. That's the distinction that matters. Most over-the-counter options work strictly at the mild symptom level, with massive amounts of filler, which is why you get results that fade in minutes. This goes a layer deeper, combining a rapid cooling to warming counter-irritant mechanism with deep penetrating botanical lipids. More targeted, less guesswork. Running through the key components, menthol and camphor. This is the combination that stood out most because it directly addresses the immediate sensory overload tied to acute joint irritation, temporarily short-circuiting the pain signals. Then wintergreen oil, methyl salicylate, combined with St. John's wort oil, which I hadn't seen formulated this way in a rapid absorption liquid format before, and aloe vera bodensis and arnica montana flower extract. Easy to overlook as mere moisturizers, but they are what make the other active counter-irritants actually compound and penetrate the skin barrier effectively, instead of drying it out or canceling each other out. Based on the breakdown and what consistent users are reporting, early on, usually within the first 1 to 2 days of application, most people notice a sharp, immediate cooling sensation that rapidly shifts into a soothing warmth, signaling temporary relief. That tends to build into increased joint mobility and less stiffness during morning routines with consistency through week 2. And longer term, the deeper change the ICP secretly wants, the return of predictable daily function without the constant psychological dread of physical setback. Not a straight line, but a clear direction. That's what the pattern shows. The protocol is simple. Just apply 3 to 4 drops directly to the affected area and massage gently. Fits into a morning and evening daily routine without friction, leaving no heavy grease behind. The timeline most people report meaningful compounding results, 2 to 4 weeks. Not a disclaimer, just how cumulative topical mechanisms work. The first week is laying the foundation by desensitizing overactive nerve pathways. The compounding kicks in after. One variable I always factor in, refund policy. ArcticBlast comes with a 365-day money-back guarantee. I treat that as a confidence metric. Companies don't offer real, full-year return windows on products they know underdeliver. It also means if it doesn't work for your specific joint or muscle situation, you're not absorbing the financial risk. That's a relevant input. If the mechanism checks out for your situation and the problem I described is where you actually are, the link to the official page is below. Direct link, no resellers, no markup. Right now, single bottles are positioned at $59.95, but the multi-bottle options drop the unit price down to $33.33 with free US shipping. Go through it, cross-check what I've covered, and run your own matrix. You've got everything you need to decide. That's the full matrix on ArcticBlast. Mechanism checked, features broken down, risk assessed. The call is yours.